views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Open, the one and only show bringing the best of the Bronx, New York, and the world straight to you. I'm Rhina Valentin, your hosty Café con Leche every Friday, and today we're celebrating some of the most memorable topics in 2019. This year has been filled with many interviews with an overall pro-consciousness theme, bringing light to the community at large. We covered everything from philanthropy, healthy foods, fashion, culture, healing modalities for mind, body, and soul, and of course, great performances. Today, we're going to take a look at some of the most captivating interviews and unforgettable moments from 2019. So, sit back y prepárate. All this and more is headed your way because now we are officially open. Hey, welcome back to Open, everyone. I'm Rhina Valentin, your hosty Café con Leche for the next hour. Always inviting you to get social with us online, that is. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV or like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're there, don't forget, follow moi on Twitter, FB, Instagram, Instastories, LinkedIn, and Snapchat at Rhina Valentin. So this year on Open, we've had the opportunity to showcase some philanthropic work from organizations helping to raise awareness on many issues such as diseases and educational opportunities for children in impoverished countries. We've highlighted the Christian Rivera Foundation, Soccer for Charities, Run in Pink, and more. Let's take a look of some of those interviews.
We deal with families and children diagnosed with DIPG who have a death sentence, horrific prognosis. Once diagnosed, they're given anywhere between 3 and 9 months to live. But, you know, I want to talk about progress. In 2007, when Christian was diagnosed, the doctors told me, not only would I not see a cure in my lifetime, my children will not see a cure in their lifetime. Well, we beg to differ because now we have 3 survivors, and they're all our patients, and we're so proud of that. Our foundation is Guide Star Platinum, and 2 years in a row, and we won Great Not-for-Profits 2018 and 2019. So you don't get Guide Star Platinum if you don't have that amazing transparency and amazing work. We've given over $1.2 million to research, trials, and to family support in just a short period of time. And we're excited. There's a lot more to come.
The Excellence Plus Foundation is a nonprofit organization aiming to ensure any child from socially disadvantageous circumstances due to poverty and is able, well, they're there to assist them in gaining an education. And every year, the organization holds their annual Soccer for Charities event to help raise money for scholarships and to build libraries and help pay teachers' salaries, and all in the name of transforming poverty-stricken communities.
It's great to be on the show to talk about Excellence Plus because I always get a little bit surprised to meet people who don't know there are still kids around the world who are not able to afford a $30 tuition a year.
Who even have teachers, right? Because, I mean, as far as I know and what I've read and learned about your organization is you pay teachers so that there can actually be a person physically present to teach versus them just having to go by whatever is given to them on paper.
That's correct. The villages that we're in are actually very remote, and if the child didn't have an opportunity to afford the education, they're likely not leaving their village. And if the school in the village is not operating, they're more restricted and are staying home.
And to add to that, the reason why the school may not be functioning is because you will have school, you will have the kids in the village, but you would not necessarily have a teacher because most teachers are government employees, and sometimes when they are sent into a village where there's no electricity or water, they prefer not to go. So one aspect we have been engaged in is to try to provide some of these remote villages schools with a teacher that we can sponsor, and we do yearly contracts, renewable, depending on how the teachers and the schools are getting along.
I was diagnosed with leukemia in 2017, and I was in remission. I went into remission last year, 2018. Going through the treatments and stuff like that, it not only for myself, I met other patients that just lost themselves, like, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and thank God for my strength that I had, that I just build that up back myself. So the company wasn't even supposed to happen. I was just gonna build this fashion show because I was so focused on this is what I want to give back. As fighting, I was this is what I want to give back. And with my partner, we end up hey, let's build a company that just gives back entirely. Don't let this be the fashion show. Let's just continue and keep pushing and stuff like that. So I built this fashion show. It's broken down into 2 collections, one for skin cancer and one for leukemia and lymphoma. And the designers that I chose, they were upcoming designers in New York City. And they build these collections to they build it around the confidence of how women should feel dealing with these diseases and
just
stuff.
for clarification purposes, what she's referencing is the designs are inspired by these particular symptoms of cancer, right? Or I don't even know what that term is. However, no, because you said skin cancer, it's no, this is not about cream or anything
No.
This is about fashion and wardrobe that kind of represents it in some sort.
Yes.
Right?
So the collections are broken down into 3 colorways. The skin cancer is black, just because the ribbon is black, and then we have the leukemia and lymphoma, which is orange and red and stuff like that. We kind of just fallen in, and they are loud pieces. The pieces will bring in confidence. The designers, made it specifically for these women to feel hey, I am the most important thing in this room, and I'm gonna walk this runway like I am. And then hopefully when they walk that runway, it just sparks the confidence for a lifetime. Hey, I am the woman I need to be, and I'm going to continue fighting, and I'm going to just push forward. Or I did fight, and I didn't have this confidence back after I finished, so I have it now.
We have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with the best of Open 2019.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys. You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry. I'll see you later.
Bye, Janet. It's nice seeing you again. You look good, girl. Just let me know what I can do to help.
Well, to help me, she'd have to help every day. Every hour, every ouch, every time my wife calls for help. I mean, maybe she could help me make her lunch. But the crust, all the crust has to be cut off the corners. She could help me run to the doctor for the 5th time this week. Help me with the specialists and the second opinions and the painful paperwork about paperwork. Help me deal with how hard it is seeing my wife's name on so much paperwork. But this is on me. I'm the only one who can do this, like this, for her. Besides,
Take care.
we will. Janet doesn't like her cooking anyway.
Find support for your strength. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community.
TV news, radio reports, and newspaper headlines in the 1970s and 80s misrepresented communities in the borough of the Bronx. Then, something transformative happened. By, for, and about the Bronx, BronxNet was born.
We are BronxNet! BronxNet provides media education,
opening the doors to competitive careers in the media industry
for thousands of students in middle school,
high school,
and college.
BronxNet. Some of the best moments on Open were cooking segments. We love to cook things up with our guests and show our viewers a new special dish. And this past year, we provided you, our viewers, with some health-conscious cooking segments, as well as some healthy snacks to help nourish the body. Let's take a look. Next up, vegan is the name of the business that has many Bronxites talking plant-based lifestyle. That's right. It's the first vegan prep service in the Bronx, and the founder is all about educating the community on the benefits of making greens taste good.
So veganism encourages a healthier lifestyle. So today we have what we call in Dominican Republic a chimi. We're introducing the vegan version of it. And it has been created very scarcely, but we have custom made it to the point to make it very simple and easy to make at home. The condiments are cabbage, tomatoes, and onions. This is the traditional condiments for the chimi.
I just want everyone to see while she's cooking up mine. Look how beautiful. She's all about providing health-conscious recipes for her clients, and she believes everyone should be aware of the food they're consuming on a daily basis. And today, she's going to teach us to make a healthy and tasty pasta dish that we all can enjoy.
So today we're going to be making a zucchini pasta dish with a kale pesto, roasted tomatoes, and grilled chicken. What I definitely wanted to focus on was the kale pesto, because it's such a versatile sauce, very simple to make. It's a great substitution for just having regular pesto because kale is so high in antioxidants.
So Thanksgiving is over, and like many, the refrigerator is filled with tons of food. And so our next guest is a master chef in her own right, originally from the South Bronx, inspired by her community, and she's also the personal chef for American rapper Talib Kweli. And well, she's gonna help us turn our Thanksgiving leftovers into a tastier dish. Diet that seems to be trending called the keto diet, and well, it seems to have some quick results, and it's said to be a low-carb diet with numerous health benefits.
What this diet does is it cuts down on the processed foods and the sugar so that your body will use the fat and will utilize the stored fat as well. And so not snacking is a big part of this. And then I really want to encourage people to do quality food.
So I actually have lupus and no longer take medication after converting to a plant-based diet. Americans are now snacking between 4 and 6 times each day, and flavor is the #1 driver when grabbing a snack on the go. So Sustainable Snacks aims to right that disassociation between flavor and nutrition. We develop grab-and-go products that really lead with flavor first, but are made from health-supporting ingredients. The line is 100% clean, vegan, and paleo, and our customers state the #1 reason they love the product line is the delicious flavor profiles and crunchy and chewy texture.
Those healthy dishes were so good and fun to learn. We have to take a quick break, but we'll be back with the Best of Open 2019.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Bye, Janet. It's nice seeing you again. You look good, girl. Just let me know what I can do to help.
Well, to help me, she'd have to help every day. Every hour, every ouch, every time my wife calls for help. I mean, maybe she could help me make her lunch. But the crust, all the crust has to be cut off the corners. She could help me run to the doctor for the 5th time this week. Help me with the specialist and the second opinions and the painful paperwork about paperwork. Help me deal with how hard it is seeing my wife's name on so much paperwork. But this is on me. I'm the only one who can do this, like this, for her. Besides,
take care.
We will. Janet doesn't like her cooking anyway.
Find support for your strength. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
You know, it's important to take care of the mind, body, and soul. I mean, after all, it is our first home. So here on Open, we've mindfully showcased the natural ways to help heal the body through modalities such as acupuncture and even getting massage. We've also learned about natural skincare lines to help soothe and nurture the skin. Let's check out some of those clips.
I'm brought to you my line that I co-founded actually with my mom. She couldn't make it today. It's Sean Leone Beauty. We are a bespoke natural beauty line. We actually brainstormed this. We went on a trip. We did a mother and daughter trip to Paris, and we went to a perfume factory, and we went to a champagne factory. I know, horrible, right?
Oh gosh, such a life.
Well, we kind of had like an aha moment when we were out there.
While you're drinking the champagne?
Sort of,
Yeah,
kind
okay,
of,
of
and
course, yeah.
making our own blends. But we have been wanting to work together and create something. And so last year we kicked off Sean Leone. My first name is Shania. My mom's first name is Leona, so we merged those together.
Beautiful.
And then we started just working on really great products where we call ourselves a bespoke or small batch. We craft everything. We're both native Brooklynites, so I think that that's also a great thing. We are New Yorkers, but we found this sort of aspect that was missing in the market, where people were looking for smaller brands, but brands that had still great quality, but were light on the wallet.
Got it.
So it's like a little bit of luxury,
Yes.
but light on the wallet.
All right, so I like that. It's important, and I know you also don't believe in animal testing.
No, it's cruelty-free.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly. So let's talk about what you have here, because I find it fascinating as somebody who's really into style and has been known for being a stylist and in the fashion, has chosen to now design or create her own business, and I think it's lovely that you did it with your mom. I wonder what that's like. How is it working with mom?
You know, we both have very strong personalities, but one thing that we definitely understand about one another is I have certain strengths and she has certain strengths, and the best thing is to work off of both of those. So there's some things I'm really, really good at, and there's other things that she makes me have like an aha moment. We're always teaching, but we're also learning from one another all the time.
I can tell
She's
you
gonna like that.
Yeah, good. Yeah, hi, mom. To your mom, Leona. All right, let's talk about the products here. I see you have oils, and I'm not quite sure what that is.
That's an herbal bathing tea.
This?
Yes.
Really?
So you can go ahead and open it up.
Okay, I want to open this
So
out.
I believe in a great bath. Now, everyone, they don't have that time, but I say a 20-minute soak, maybe once a week, is really great. It gets your blood flowing, it gets your muscles soothed. So that has calendula, it has lavender in it, chamomile, all of these great herbs and botanicals that are really well known for soothing your skin, for also helping you with circulation. And we have to remember that everything that we apply to our skin topically goes into our bloodstream, and our kidneys have to filter that out. So some of the things that we always think about is that natural component, because we have to think that whatever we are, not only do we have to eat healthy, we also have to have healthy beauty.
I wondered why your products were gluten-free and what kind of impact that has on your body, but obviously you just explained that.
It has a huge impact. There's so many, you've seen now, there's all of these lawsuits that are coming up from former products that were staples in many households for decades, and now they're coming up with, that's not good for you, or that's not great for you, or this has these long-term, effects, and we don't know how these things will affect us later on. So we try to go as natural as possible, try to also be socially responsible about where we're sourcing our products from as well.
So my great-grandmother had some idea on how to tackle eczema when I called her up after being prescribed a steroid cream that really made my skin hurt in the sun for an entire New York City summer. So when I called her up, I said, Abuela, what do I put on my skin? I remembered her mailing us coconut oil that she handmade herself from coconuts in her backyard. As a kid, my mom would cover us in it from head to toe. So I called her up and she gave me a bunch of tips, told me a bunch of different ingredients that I could put together, and here we are.
All right, so we're going to just backtrack a little further and go, how long were you suffering before you made that decision to go to Abuela?
For about 3 months.
All right, so but this is you in your adult years.
Yes.
Right, but meanwhile, you had known that your grandmother had the remedy when you were a kid.
You know, we forget.
Right?
I think it's easy to forget when it's so convenient and easy to buy regular lotions from anywhere in the world, right? You go to your regular CVS and you pick up a lotion and that's it. So we tend to forget that our ancestors have the knowledge that we need sometimes for healthier alternatives. So the first balm that I actually created was the floral body balm, and that's the first balm that she and I created together. She gave me the idea of using shea butter and using coconut oil, of course, her favorite ingredient. And I did a little bit of research, looked into some scientific journals, and found out that lavender and geranium have a lot of antibacterial properties and anti-inflammatory properties. And when you're suffering from eczema, your skin could become very, very inflamed, painful to the touch, so it was perfect. And they smell amazing, of course.
A lot of the conventional or commercial skincare products have a lot of ingredients we can't pronounce, and we don't know what effect that has on our health. Given that our skin is our biggest organ on our body, we absorb everything through the skin. So it's important to put ingredients on the skin that nurture and nourish it and allow it to be the best that it could be, and allow for you to have optimum health as well.
Right, and there's also that awareness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also just in our upbringing,
right.
we're just brought up to just buy whatever products are
promoted
to us.
Yeah, whatever is promoted.
Or affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Affordable is a huge component as well.
Right, and so let's once again talk about the soap that you've produced, and not only discuss the natural elements behind them, but how we have to really decipher where our investments go.
Right.
You know, because unfortunately we live in a society where people are willing to pay $100 for sneakers,
right.
but then to buy soap for a certain price,
it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to pay that much for soap.
Yes, absolutely.
But meanwhile, it could serve as a means of health prevention.
It can.
Or illness prevention, we should say.
Absolutely. And something that's really great that I offer in Eternal is affordable prices. So comparable to my competitors, I try to make it as affordable as I can without, of course, shorting myself, because I know that I'm based in the Bronx and my audience is in the Bronx, and I hope to create a product that they can afford that actually serves their best self and their best health.
I really, embraced the natural lifestyle, living, eating well, exercising. And so I started to use natural products, because once you get educated and you understand that, you shouldn't apply ingredients on your body, it's just as bad as eating things that are not good for you. I realized that there wasn't anything in the feminine care space that was natural and really made you feel fresh. So I thought, no one is doing this. I'm going to do it. And so I created it.
In using this,
yes.
How do you recommend it's used? With a wipe? I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but it's
no.
just...
We won't do a display, I promise.
Right. We're not going to do a demo.
No demo on the show, no. So, it really is an all-natural body wash that's made with a heightened sensation of freshness that we achieve through essential oils made from peppermint and with menthol crystals. So it gives women that true perceived sensation of freshness, but it's also made from all plant-derived ingredients. So you'd use it the same way you use a body wash, whatever current soap you're using to get yourself clean now. And some women, I've learned after launching this, only use water, but then they don't feel fresh enough. And the reason they're doing that is because they've had so many issues with the soaps that have the chemicals and that have the dyes and the heavy synthetic fragrances, which is one reason I always say, I've had women say to me, no, I can't use anything. Believe me, I'm so sensitive.
Right.
But then they start using Freshie and they say, oh my gosh. I mean, I've gotten emails from women who have said, Freshie has changed my life. Okay, and I've thought, really, a feminine body wash has changed your life. And when they explained to me why, because they were always uncomfortable, because there was irritation because of the parabens in the products they were using. I understand it. They're more comfortable now, they're confident, they feel fresh. And so it's a conversation that we need to be having.
There's so many different types of massage modalities to pick from a Swedish massage, which can be light to medium pressure. It helps with blood circulation and relaxation, compared to maybe a deep tissue, which helps to get past all the superficial tissue and superficial muscles and get to those deeper muscles that are really causing those pathologies in you.
So I just place it like this, just like that. Acupuncture helps relieve the blockages. We have 12 main meridians in the body, and there are specific points in each meridian. So if there's a blockage, it can cause pain or any type of illness. It can be illness in the digestive system, it can be insomnia, it can be anxiety, depression. So all different types of blockages can cause different illnesses.
Those were some amazing skin products. Lots of faves this year. It's important for us to make sure that we take care of ourselves inside and out. Okay, we have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with the best of Open 2019.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, That was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
One in three adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Hey, welcome back to Open. So this year we had a lot of eye candy, you know, from our Mr. Organization to our incredible fashion segments. We've covered the latest fashion trends and spoke to prominent fashion designers that, well, they've made an impact in the industry. Let's take a walk down our Open runway. Those were definitely highlights of this year. All right, we got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with the best of Open 2019.
Well, I got this as a paid internship. Spending my time here, I really enjoyed the people that work here. I enjoy what goes on behind the scenes.
So far, I've learned how to operate a camera, how to host. I learned how to control audio.
My first time hosting was really nerve-wracking, but I really enjoyed it because it was a new experience.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch.
Till September.
I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs, and that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
us the top 5 moments in the world of sports is Bobby C.
To close out 2019 in style, this morning we present BronxNet's top 5 sports stories of the year. These were my faves from the last 12 months and specific stories that our BronxNet lenses captured. Coming in at number 5, the swan song for New York Giants legend Eli Manning in December. The 2-time Super Bowl MVP quarterback returned under center on Monday Night Football in Philadelphia after losing his starting job to rookie Daniel Jones earlier in the season. But it was his first game back at the Meadowlands that fans will remember forever. A win over the Miami Dolphins. More vintage Eli.
Last, 10 or 11 weeks have gone. The team was obviously needed a win just for the morale and to kind of keep things going. And it's just tough to go every week, be close, to compete and practice hard. And guys are giving great effort and doing a lot of good things. We're just, falling a little short. But today, we obviously were able to put it all together.
Good to be able to have Eli out there playing with us and help lead us to a victory. He certainly done many, many good things around here for many, many years, and for him to enjoy leading us to a victory, it should feel real special for him because of who he is.
The support and the fans and their ovation and their chanting my name from the first snap to the end. I appreciate that and appreciate them always, and just all my teammates coming up to me. So it's a special day, special win, and one I'll remember.
Don't worry, Rhina. No trees have been harmed in the production of this show. The fading of one star in the Big Apple skyline to the shining of another over Queens. 2019 was the introduction of Mets rising star Pete Alonso. He would go on to win National League Rookie of the Year, setting a new MLB mark for home runs by a rookie. We should have known better. He hit a ton of them in July at the All-Star Game, where BronxNet captured his victory in Cleveland. Pete Alonso is number 4 on my list of BronxNet's top 5 sports stories from 2019.
It was special. There's so many guys that just put on the show, like Jock. He was amazing. Vladdy, they did such a good job. Everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out. Everyone did such an amazing job, just kind of going out there and showing their stuff and showcasing young talent in the game. And I thought that was awesome. Everyone went out there and put on a show, and I thought it was really entertaining to watch and sit on the sidelines for. And I got some time to kind of sit back and soak it all in and watch some guys hit some moonshots, and it was fun. It was fun to be a part of, and to be a part of this is surreal.
The summer wasn't just about baseball. The NBA offseason was one of the most memorable and notable in recent memory, and that culminated with the signing of stars Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving here in New York. However, it wasn't the Knicks that would nab the dynamic duo as originally assumed. The Brooklyn Nets signed the tandem, adding the pair to a playoff team from the season before. We caught up with them on Nets Media Day to kickstart the season. In at number 3, KD and Kyrie.
I was doing a lot of YouTube research on Kenny Atkinson and watching interviews and see how he talked after games and stuff, and I really liked his approach to his craft as a coach, and that's what drew me in pretty quickly. I didn't really do too much research on other coaches, so I guess he always had the leg up. But once I started to get comfortable with how he approaches his craft, it started to make me feel at ease. Even though I never even had a conversation with him, I could just see it through YouTube and through the clips that he was pretty genuine about the game. And obviously the talks with Kyrie and then watching the team and knowing Karis and all of this stuff kind of combined at once. And obviously being in the East Coast again was something I was really excited about. Playing most of my basketball career either in Midwest or West Coast, so I was excited about being at least a few hours from home. So all that stuff played a factor, and I thought about it all. And but basketball is probably the main factor.
Obviously, I've known Kevin since high school, and
Kai and I's relationship developed stronger whenever we played in 16 and we won it together. So we've talked about this for a long time, and I feel like the universe kind of put it there for us to take advantage of it, and we were all free agents at the same time, so it kind of just worked itself out, and we're really excited about this opportunity.
We have a lot of new parts on the team. We have a lot of new players, so I feel like meshing and getting our chemistry together is at the top of that list.
You know, every year is a team to beat, team you think is going to win. But, you know, just like last year, Toronto came out of nowhere, Milwaukee came out of nowhere after losing in the first round the previous year to be a finals contender. So each year I think teams are getting better and guys are improving, and also free agency, half of the league was free agents. So obviously it's going to be a landscape change when it comes to the dynamics of the league. So I just think the business of basketball is booming.
Number 3 had both a national and a local feel to it. Same deal with number 2, maybe the greatest Heisman story of all time, and it unfolded right here in the Big Apple. From backup to transfer to the largest landslide in Heisman history, this is the fairy tale story of LSU quarterback Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow came to LSU as a kid from Ohio who couldn't win the starting job for the Buckeyes. The LSU transfer had 200-1 odds of winning the Heisman Trophy coming into this season. Joe, this is the kind of fairy tale story that I think a lot of people wouldn't believe. From backup to transfer to Heisman, what does it take to make a fairy tale story like this a reality?
Hard work. You know, I kept faith in myself the entire time. I knew the kind of work I'd put in for 10 years. I knew the kind of person I was. I knew the kind of player that I could be, and I just kept faith in my preparation and off-season work.
Tonight, the underdog who leaves the Tigers as the best quarterback in LSU history is immortalized in Heisman lore.
You know, this is what little kids dream of doing. When I envisioned myself growing up playing football, I envisioned myself on that stage and being the quarterback of the #1 team in the country, getting ready to play for a chance for the national title. So this entire season has been a dream come true for me.
Joe has a certain spirit about himself that when he walks in the room, he makes everybody better. By the way he works, Joe's intelligence of the game, his ability to process is like no other player I've ever seen.
We got to keep the mentality of the hunter, not the hunted. You know, we're going to have the bullseye on our back because we've cleaned up all these awards and we're going to be the #1 team in the country. But I think we have a lot of mature guys that are still super hungry to get that title.
51 total touchdowns, LSU records, SEC records, Heisman moments. This season belonged to Joe Burrow. No story captivated the Bronx like the Yankees, who managed to win the American League East for the first time since 2012, navigating around the most injuries in baseball to win 103 games. Although their season came to a close in the championship series, 2019 was a memorable one for the Savages in the box. We begin our look at sports with the 100-win Bronx Bombers, the 2019 American League East champions.
Well, you got a team full of savages, you know, so when you got a team full of guys that, you know, come ready to play every single day, are hungry and excited to be here, it makes for a great environment. When you got a good environment like this and, you know, playing in front of these fans, you know, day in and day out, you know, to have our back, it's been one heck of a season.
How much does the team itself really feel that there's really something special about this squad?
We're a family here, you know, and everyone has each other's backs, and we've gone through our ups and downs, and things aren't as bad as they always seem. So, you know, we got a really good group of guys that have, you know, pulled together on something special this year. So it's really cool.
It really does take everybody, and we should all be proud. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. You know, I want to play, I want to be out there, but I also want to contribute to wins, and, you know, I feel like I was able to do that, so it's a good feeling.
When I came over here thinking about the New York Yankees, you think about winning. You think about pennants, you think about World Series championships, and this is the first step in where we want to go. You know, I think it's it's a big thing for us to have clinched the division for the first time, and I believe it's 7 years, something like that. So that's a great thing for us. And like I said, we're moving on to looking to go and win that World Series.
Is this the most fun you've ever had playing baseball?
It is, man. It is, and it's even better when you get the champagne in your eyes, even though it stinks. So this team's awesome, and I can't wait to for what we can accomplish at the end goal.
Yeah, this is just the beginning. We're going to celebrate tonight and have fun with it because it's been a long long season, a lot of ups and downs. We're going to celebrate and enjoy tonight, but we got a lot more baseball to play, so we'll continue just playing and grinding all year.
I really wanted to add our coverage of Garrett Cole's signing to the list, but something tells me that 2020 will bring plenty of clarity to our lack of championships here in New York and the Bronx for that matter. That's my top 5 of 2019. I'm Bobby C. We'll see you next year. Come on, little buddy. It's just me and you now. Goodbye.
Bye, Janet. It's nice seeing you again. You look good, girl. Just let me know what I can do to help.
Well, to help me, she'd have to help every day. Every hour, every ouch, every time my wife calls for help. I mean, maybe she could help me make her lunch, but the crust, all the crust has to be cut off the corners. She could help me run to the doctor for the 5th time this week. Help me with the specialist and the second opinions and the painful paperwork of our paperwork. Help me deal with how hard it is seeing my wife's name on so much paperwork. But this is on me. I'm the only one who can do this, like this, for her. Besides,
take care.
We will. Janet doesn't like her cooking anyway.
Find support for your strength. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
We built a media network for you.
BronxNet TV.
Come learn in your new state-of-the-art studios at Lehman College.
At Mercy College.
And coming soon to the South Bronx in the Hub.
Inspire with your stories, culture, history.
Your Bronx on BronxNet.
Engage with us.
Connect with us at your channels and at BronxNet.tv.
Learn, engage, inspire. BronxNet TV.
From the Bronx
to the world.
BronxNet.
It wouldn't be open if we didn't have our Open Artist Spotlight every week. It's the most anticipated part in the show where we highlight some of the most talented people from the Bronx and New York City. Some are legends, award winners, as well as upcoming artists. This year, we had some amazing groups, dancers, and singers. Let's take a look at our 2019 Open Artist Spotlight in review.
You got todo, baby. Everything lo quiero, baby. Everything I need, everything I want. Yeah, you got it, baby.
I know you got some malo, pero de ser pesado. We got today, riding the waves. That's how we rockin', I know. Feel so bulletproof. It's just me and you. Can't break no rules. Ain't got nothing to lose. Feeling so on my brain. Fly like birds and planes. You could be Superman. I'm feeling like Lois Lane. Yeah, yeah, got my eyes on you, babe. Yeah, yeah, got my eyes on you, babe. Yeah, yeah, got my eyes on you, babe. Yeah, yeah, got my eyes on you.
I need you in my life. Where do I go? What do I do? 'Cause I can't live without your love. Thinking of you makes me feel, yeah, like we've got something real.
Y'all ready?
She like, boy, come close to me. Don't move, just stay right there. Me need company. Hey, one waist, girl, I might stay. You know what I need. Dance with me, your waist I'll be holding. Need a drink and my towel will be open.
Estaba la golondrina volando sobre el portal, volando sobre el portal. Estaba la golondrina. Qué melodía más divina, tan pura como el cristal. Sus cantares me fascinan, me ponen sentimental. Golondrina, golondrina y de espíritu aventurero, eres ave peregrina, amiga de este viajero. Golondrina, golondrina, que vuelas a la ribera, volverás a la marina y hasta la otra primavera.
De mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, negrita de mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, a todos diles que sí, pero no les digas cuándo, así me dijiste a mí, por eso vivo penando.
the dating apps. I've been on Tinder, Soul Swipe, LinkedIn, Venmo, Cash App, and everybody's broken ugly, and it's a problem. I did go on a second date. This guy from Tinder said, if you're a real one, pull up. And I'm a real New York girl, so I was at JFK like, what's good? Boom. Without really noticing that I didn't really know him like that. So whatever, I'm a Gemini, I talk a lot, like I told you, I talk a lot. I was on the plane like la-da-da-da, Facebook, la-da-da, Twitter, yada-yada, when's your birthday? Because you need to know his sign before, right? It was too late, it was already taken off to Africa, but I had to know what I had to know. And on the flight, he gave me an edible, consensual, and I don't do drugs, that's not my brand. I only do Plan Bs, because, yeah, that's not my brand. The next thing you know, like my stomach started rumbling, all you hear is, Scooby-Doo, papa!
That is our show today, mi gente. Thanks to all our guests for coming through this past year. And thank you, viewers, for always tuning in throughout all the years. It continues to be my honor to serve our community. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out the recablecast tonight and 24 hours a day at BronxNet.tv. I'm Rhina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor. Here's to tipping our hats to 2019. Adios, everyone. Happy New Year.